All right, so we got Chaos Champions explained by an Australian. This video is from Majorkill. Let's get the video.
Hey guys and gal, life for 99.99% of Chaos followers sucks megaballs.
True.
Even for Space Marines. They are constantly infighting, making truces, breaking those truces.
Oh,
Life
wow.
is a non-stop power struggle, where the only way to get to the top is either make a dozen deals with a dozen devils or be Abaddon. However, for those that are mighty enough
Tough.
to run...
Hey, listen, if I was in Warhammer 40k, bro, and bro, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro, I wouldn't have to make no deals with nobody. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro, I would have been granted a Chaos Champion just for me being me. So,
fending off multiple challenges while inflicting damage to the enemies of Chaos, which is everyone, they become Chaos Champions. A wide term for a lot of badasses who wear armor so dope, it makes you wonder how the dark mechanic...
ooh, that is fire. That's fire.
Before we get started, it's Friday, baby, and you know what that means.
Oh, it's Tuesday.
Major mini launch. This time, it's the Chaos.
He's going over his ad, by the way. But listen, it's Tuesday for me, bro. Thanksgiving is in like 2 days. I'm gonna be honest with you. I might not even eat for these next 2 days. You listen, you know you're a true legend, bro. If it's like Thanksgiving Day and you do not eat, bro, you don't eat breakfast, lunch, etc., bro. You wait until Thanksgiving food is all the way done. And bro, listen, you know your family's a real W when they start making Thanksgiving food before Thanksgiving. Yeah, bro. Listen, I might not even eat tomorrow, and tomorrow's Wednesday. I might not even eat tomorrow, bro. I might go hungry for real.
Today we'll go over the Chaos Champions, how you become one, what qualifies as a champion, the various different types of champions, as well as some of the notable champions in the setting you should know about. Let's get into it.
Let's go.
As the Horus Heresy came to a close, a lot of Trader Marines had done some pretty epic shit, whilst also guzzling the Chaos Kool-Aid. This made them the natural war leaders and champions for post-Heresy Chaos, who was just trying to get its bearings after getting skull-fucked during the Scouring.
Whoa!
The main two previously company captains were now hulking monsters, flesh fused to Terminator armor. Now, Chaos had never really been good at uniformity or the assignment of roles and ranks.
Can I say this real quick? Real quick. This design right here, this Mohawk design on the helmet, man, that thing looks atrocious. But this is my opinion, though. That thing looks ugly. But that's just my opinion.
The term Chaos Champion can be used pretty loosely, like are they only a legitimate champion if they've been marked by one of the Chaos Gods, or are they a champion if they're a badass and warriors chant their name before battle? But for the sake of education of lore, I'll try to keep it as straightforward as possible.
Okay.
Post-Heresy, there were numerous Chaos Champions. Khorne was a champion of Khorne, Typhus a champion of Nurgle, Ahriman an unwilling champion of Tzeentch, and Lucius being the champion of Slaanesh. But then there were also infamous warband leaders, like Falcus Kaiba, who somehow returned to life after getting turbo killed by Nathaniel Garro. All of these were heroes or villains depending which side of the Horus Heresy you were on. But let's say you're a bright-eyed young Chaos Marine who wants to be the very best, like no one ever was. You want to become a Chaos Champion and through that, either a warlord or even a demon prince, which is often considered to be the prize as to why so many people risk everything to follow Chaos. How do you go about becoming a Chaos Champion though? Well, you can't just apply and do multiple rounds of interviews. You need to get the attention of your patron god. If you're a Death Guard, you need Nurgle's attention. If you're an Emperor's Children, you need Slaanesh to jerk his many gherkins to you, and so on. You will need to raise Imperial worlds, slay enemy heroes, make sacrifices to your patron god, and all around just fit the vibe.
Never mind. I wouldn't be a Chaos Champion. I'm not making no sacrifices for nobody unless it's Vulcan. I just gotta keep it, unless it's for my sweet, glorious King Vulcan.
You need to want it as well, like really bad. If you somehow manage to survive long enough to cut off an Exarch's head or rip the spine out of an Emperor's champion, then you will receive the Mark of Chaos. A mark that says, yeah buddy, you think you're hot shit, now's your chance to prove it. This turns you into an aspiring champion. The meaning is in the name and we aren't all retarded, so I don't have to explain what that means.
Okay.
This is just the start though. Sure, you're now cool enough to lead your own squad or be given a small measure of command to prove yourself, but you now have a shitload of rivals. The gods are very picky with who they allow to become their champions, and they get a stiffy every time two aspiring champions kill each other. From here, there is a shitload of potential upgrade and side grade paths the aspiring champion can take. If they kill a rival aspiring champion who has Terminator armor, then they can take the armor and become a Terminator champion, often allowing them to lead their own squad of Terminators.
Really? You don't say. You know what? I changed my mind again. I might become a Chaos Champion. All I gotta do is take one of these guys down, and I could just claim the name to fame. Interesting.
They could choose to merge with a demon and become a possessed champion. While that does give them a big boost in power, it is also a bit of a side grade as it caps how far they can go after it. As they become more and more impressive, their gods will bless them more and more with mutations. Eventually they become one of 4 pre-champions. That being a plague champion, skull champion, aspiring sorcerer, or noise champion.
Man, if I look like that, I don't want to be a champion. Man, this man, you know he going through agony. You know he got a level 8 headache.
These aren't the true champions, more so like elite units dedicated to their patron god. However, they are only one step away from becoming a true champion at this point, or becoming a chaos spawn, but more on that later. On rare occasions, some chaos marines can go down the route of becoming a chaos champion of Undivided. Balancing the desires of all 4 chaos gods is a bit of a tricky one, as they are all a bunch of temperamental bastards. This is usually reserved for members of the Black Legion or the occasional Wordbearer, but since the Wordbearers seemingly forgot they're in the setting at all, I'd say it's mostly for the Black Legion. Now when you do everything right, you've pruned some noobs, pruned some pros, fought off every challenge to your ascension by killing just as many aspiring chaos champions as enemy heroes, you'll reach the final decision. You'll be covered in legendary gear, perhaps you have a relic or demon weapon. Billions will know your name either in fear or awe. The Eldar Farseers curse you as a scourge upon the galaxy, whilst even the greatest of the Imperium's heroes hesitate when they know they have to engage you in battle. One of 2 things will then happen. Either 1, congrats, you're now a Chaos Champion. You get a big power boost, an army flocks to your banner, and you're ready to fuck. Or quite hilariously, you will turn into a Chaos spawn and be nothing but a mindless, agonized abomination that will...
Alright everybody, I'm back. My bad, y'all.
Act as a bolt shell sponge until you're annihilated. Your twisted soul screaming as it enters the warp and is devoured. The grim thing about the Chaos spawn option is that it can either occur because you're too arrogant, or you'll be an ineffectual champion, or the Chaos god was just bored and thought it would be funny. There have been aspiring champions who would...
Funny? Yo, bro, I dare you turn me into... Bro, if I ever spawn, bro, and I'm this thing right here, and I'm this monstrosity right here, bro, I'm going for you first. You think something funny? This ain't a Kevin Hart concert. This ain't a Cat Williams stand up. Like, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Like, bro, if I spawn as one, bro, he look like he look like old ground beef just put together. Like, you're like a child who made this. This is, bro, this is destructive, bro. If I ever spawn as this, bro, whoever laughs is getting it. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Been legendary champions, but instead got turned into chaos spawns just for the memes, which that is, yeah, pretty fucking hilarious. As a champion of chaos, you will lead the armies of chaos across the galaxy, claiming souls in the name of your patron god. From here, you'll either eventually get rewarded and transformed into an immortal demon prince, the ultimate goal for most chaos followers, or if the chaos gods deem you too valuable as a mortal, meaning they like the fact that they can send you into any war zone because you aren't a demon, so you can't get banished from a lack of war presence, then they will just empower you as much as possible without turning you into a demon.
No, I'm good.
This is why the greatest champions of each chaos god, that being Khorne, Lucius, Typhus, Ahriman, and Abaddon, will never become demon princes. They are too valuable. When chaos wants to invade somewhere, they first need to send in the chaos cultists and chaos marines.
So wait, I would be too valuable if I joined up in the Warhammer 40k universe? I'll be too valuable, right? Me?
Then corrupt the battlefield enough for the demon legions to be able to spawn. If all the good champions become demons, then there would be no one to make spawning them actually doable. In saying that, those chaos champions are so overly empowered that you wouldn't even consider them mortal anymore. Lucius can infinitely respawn, Khorne has died and was brought back by Khorne, Typhus cannot die, and Ahriman is Ahriman. So basically they have all the perks of demonhood without any of the negatives. So now you know what a chaos champion is.
That's cheese, I can't lie to you.
Let's look at some of the known champions to see if the role is really as glamorous as it seems. First, we have Arghast, the Pillager. Despite being a member of the Black Legion, he was actually a champion of Khorne, but he was pretty flexible.
Bro, he looks comp a little bit, I can't lie to you. He looks a little comp. Wow, bro, look at his armor and stuff. I'm gonna be honest with you. Yo, this armor looks pretty fire if you ask me. And then, bro, look at the sword. Yo. Now, listen, obviously, like, you know, I'm not an evil guy or nothing like that. Like, I would never join, like, the Chaos or whatever. But I'm being honest with you, bro. Like, some of the drip that the Chaos got is pretty fire. I'll admit that.
Thus, he did use sorcerers and another Khornite warriors in his forces. I mean, fuck, the dude even used sorcery himself. However, he was a bit of a turbo dick, with his warriors only fighting alongside him out of fear. He was abandoned by his allies and slaughtered like a dog by the Blood Ravens during the Second Aurelian Crusade. Womp womp. Then we have as
Womp womp is great. Yo, Majorkill, take it back. Yo, Majorkill, take that back. Womp womp is absolutely diabolically crazy. Yo, he said womp womp. Why he said like that?
Milius, a champion of Slaanesh who was so powerful that Abaddon gave him one of his Arcs of Omen, in return for the champion finding him a key fragment. However, as this dude was a champion of Slaanesh, i.e. a backstabbing slut, Abaddon left a Terminator on a guard to watch over Asmilius, as much to protect him as to murder him if he tried to renege on their deal. Excoriator was a champion of Tzeentch that led his own warband. When he invaded the Styges system, the Fireclaws chapter went to engage. Excoriator came face to face with a Fireclaws librarian and the two wizards dueled. It took the deaths of 4 of his brothers to give the librarian an opening to kill Excoriator, cutting his head off with the champion's own sword. Not all Chaos champions are in fact Space Marines. These days, almost all of them are, as a mortal Chaos champion doesn't stand a chance against an Astartes version, but before the Horus Heresy, the Chaos gods had to rely on non-Space Marine mortals to be the instruments of their will. Kerngar was one such champion, and boy was he powerful. However, he was also wildly arrogant, and he declared that he could never be killed in battle. So Khorne sent Skulltaker, his greatest duelist, to test the theory. The theory crumbled as Skulltaker cut off Kurganar's head and added it to his massive collection. Maltrius was a champion of Nurgle. Now Nurgle bitches are hard as hell to kill due to their regenerative abilities. However, not even a stinky boy can survive having his ship vaporized in the void, which is exactly what happened to Maltrius. A slightly more successful champion of Nurgle, we now have Repugnus, nice name. He was heavily involved in the invasion of Corvin too, where the Death Guard squared off against the Ultramarines.
Bro, imagine like, oh my god. Bro, bubble guppies. Oh my goodness, bro, look at this right here. Bro, oh my god, bro, like, y'all wonder, do he wake up, like, whenever he wakes up and stuff like that, yo, does he like brush like his stomach's teeth? Like, how do you even like, oh my goodness. This thing, bro, this is an abomination. Oh my goodness. Oh my god.
Repugnus led a boarding action against the Ultramarines but was repelled. However, he was tenacious and continued to fight in the war, his final fate not entirely clear. Then there was Varlag the Butcher, champion of Khorne. During a battle between the World Eaters and Iron Hands, Varlag challenged Ironfather Cardin Stronos to a 1v1. Now, World Eaters are tough, but you really shouldn't fuck with Iron Hands. They quite literally have nothing to lose and are the definition of cold logic.
Oh, the crash
outs. A
outs.
Berserker fighting style might be good against the Ultramarines, but against an Iron Hand, it's like a non-verbal autistic kid doing the arm-spinning attack thingo. As Varlag charged, Cardin cut off his head with a single swing, ending the duel instantly. Zargan Iron Fist was a champion of Slaanesh who was a very naughty boy. He was expelled from the Emperor's children for raiding his captain's palace and crucifying his prostitutes. Not okay. After his exile, he followed a demon prince and eventually got his hands on a small fleet of his own. However, his ship would be destroyed by a rogue trader vessel near the Eye of Terror. Finally, there is Zelek Blackshade, a champion of Khorne. We don't know much about his lore, but he is an extremely old character, ranging back to 1991, and he actually looks awesome.
91?
Scorpion tail and a helmet shaped like a bloodletter. Of course, there are many more.
Man, he got that, man, his head is long, bro. He got that third form Frieza head. Oh my goodness. Oh my, man, his head is long.
Champions out there.
73 terabyte head.
As you can see, being a Chaos champion is an occupational hazard. Your patron god will not intervene in fate to save you. You do not get plot armor. Just
he got a whole graphics card.
If anything, it increases your chance of death, as now you have to be hyper aggressive and risky in order to maintain your warband's respect and the approval of your god. If you become a champion, but then you become a pussy, your Chaos god will either Chaos spawn your ass, or your second in command will shank you and take your warband. Just another example of why joining Chaos.
Shank you like we're in London.
Sucks. If you enjoyed the video and you want to support the channel, then
shout out to Majorkill, man, for this video. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like I said before, it would be cool, to be a Chaos champion, but then looking at like how they run things and looking at how how you gotta take the crown and stuff like that. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't want to be that. I mean, obviously, I'm already just fortunate enough to be next to Vulcan. Just smelling his breath has given me life. Make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys later for the next one about